We talked yesterday about the different steps for the writing process. And we said the first step was your brainstorm. I told you brainstorming, it's really useful for those times that you don't always know what to write about or you're not sure what to write about. Brainstorming helps you out a lot. Sometimes you can read a prompt and you know exactly what to write about from the beginning. This is going to be the prompt that we're going to work on. Yes, Jaylene.
Can we write more than one?
Well, let's take a look at our prompt. What is your favorite holiday? What makes it special? So we talked before about the topic and the charge in our prompts, right? So our topic, in this case, let me go ahead and put, not a box. Oh, I think that one was a box. Our topic is our favorite holiday. And this part you don't have to do, I'm just doing it here. But our topic was, or is, our favorite holiday. Our charge, what we have to do is we have to write what makes it special. So if it says favorite holiday, Jaylene, are we allowed to write about 2 or 3 holidays? What do you think? If it says, what is your favorite holiday? Does that tell me one or does that tell me plural, more than one?
One?
Just one. And that's a very important question. If my prompt is just saying one, then I have to just talk about one. If I start talking about more than one, remember yesterday we talked about the rubric, how we're going to know how our grade is going to be done on our writing. Part of the rubric is always, did it address the prompt? Did it stay on topic? And if you start writing about 2 or 3 or 4 holidays, they're going to look back at the prompt and go, but wait a second, it just says holiday, just one. But Jaylene told me about 3. So Jaylene didn't really stay on topic. She kept talking about different stuff. And it's going to make your grade go down. Even though your writing can be beautiful, if your writing doesn't stay on topic, if it doesn't talk about the prompt, they're going to take off points for it. So we need to make sure that we read that prompt carefully. But I'm glad you asked that question because a lot of people want to know that. And it's important before we even start writing that we remember, okay, one holiday, just one. But this is where the brainstorming helps. Because Jaylene, if you were already thinking, hey, can I talk about 2 or 3 holidays? It's probably because there are 2 or 3 holidays that you think are special. So brainstorming is going to kind of help us out there. Okay? So you'll notice there's a blank page after our prompt. That blank page is what we're going to use right now for our brainstorming. Okay? I told you all yesterday. Brainstorming is just getting all of the ideas that you can out of your head. So, since our topic is holiday, our brainstorming is just going to be all of the holidays that we can think of. We're just kind of dumping them out of our head and onto the page. Now, brainstorming doesn't have to be super pretty and organized. It can be a little bit messy. And since we're doing our brainstorming on the computer, I can either use a text box or, well, yeah, I can use a text box and I can write the holidays that I think of. So I could put, I don't know, Christmas. I could use shapes if I think that works better. I could put a square And then I could put Labor Day. Or I could use a circle, whatever shape I want to use. I
Mr.
could
Romero?
even, if I want, I could use pictures. And I could put Easter. And I could put a picture of, eggs or whatever reminds me of Easter. But all I'm doing right now is I'm trying to think of all the holidays I can think of. And I want to put them on this page. That way I have a bunch of different options to choose from. That's what I want you to do right now. If you want to write them all using a text box, go ahead. If you want to make shapes, if you want to put circles or squares or triangles and put all the holidays in there, do that. If you want to use pictures, do that. But I want you to think of all of the holidays you can and put them on this page. Yes, Bailey.
So basically what you want us to do is write every single holiday that you can think of
Yeah.
onto the page. Then you could put pictures instead of words.
Yeah. So you can use text boxes like I did here. If you want it to be a little more organized, you could use shapes. So you could click on shape and use circles or squares or whatever. And that way when you make different, or when you write down different holidays, let's say New Year's, that way you don't have to worry about them getting mixed up if they're in different shapes, a little more organized. Or you could use pictures. Some of the
Okay.
holidays it might be kind of hard to find pictures for. The one that I would probably use here is shapes because it keeps them separated, but you still have space to write the holidays in there. Jaylene, you have a question?
Yes. So, what we do is, do we put all the holidays that we could think of
All the
on
holidays you can think of.
and then, we pick one?
Yep. So remember, brainstorming is like when you finish trick-or-treating and you have all your candy in the bag and you dump out the whole bag and you look for the really good candy. That's what we're doing here. We're dumping out all the holidays we can think of, and then we're looking through all of them and finding the best one.
Okay.
Jadine.
How do you get the pictures?
The pictures, if you look right here, you see how I have my different tools up here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a pointer. The picture one is a little bit past that. So it's not the text box. It's the one right next to it. It looks like a square and it's got little triangles in it, like mountains. I can
The one
click
that
on
says
that.
insert image?
And then I click search the web. And then it gives me a little bar here on the side.
Oh.
And that's where I can look for my pictures to match my holidays.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Noah, did you still have a question?
If our family has our own holiday, can we use it?
That's kind of a tough question. Usually holidays are something that everybody celebrates. Now, some people celebrate holidays different ways, but for instance, let's say something like your birthday. Your birthday isn't a holiday because not everybody in the world celebrates it. So when it's your birthday, your family buys a cake, you all have fun, you do something that day, right? But there's not people in other countries that are going, it's Noah's birthday today, yay! And they have a big party too. So a holiday is something that everybody celebrates. So if it's something like a birthday, then no. But if it's just a holiday that you do something a little bit different for, then that's okay. Because not everybody celebrates holidays the same way. So I want to give you all some time to do your brainstorming here. put as many holidays as you can on this page, then we're going to pick the best one. So here's what my brainstorming page looks like when I put all the holidays I could think of. Okay. I went ahead and I just used pictures for all the different ones that just popped into my head, whatever ones I could think of. And again, like Jaylene asked, can we write about more than one? Well, no. The prompt says favorite holiday. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to look through my brainstorming, and first I'm going to pick a holiday that I celebrate. Because if you don't do anything for it, if it's just kind of a regular day for you, you're not going to have a whole lot to say about it. Especially not about what makes it special. It's going to be like the other day. So we need to pick something that we celebrate. And number two, I want it to be something I really like. I don't want it to be a holiday that I just kind of go like, it's okay. Or I guess it's fine. I want to pick a holiday that I do something for, something that I really, really like. So if I look through these, I have a bunch of different holidays, all the ones I could think of. I've got Kwanzaa, St. Patrick's Day, Dia 16, Dia de los Muertos, Easter, Earth Day, New Year's, President's Day, Valentine's, Christmas, Hanukkah, Labor Day, Arbor Day, and Halloween. And if I look and go, okay, I want a holiday that I celebrate, that I do something for, something that makes it special. And I want something that I really, really like, my favorite. Well, if I'm trying to figure out which one is my favorite and which one is the most special to me, well, then there's only one choice I can make. It has to be Halloween. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on, if you had shapes, if you had the text box, whatever it was. In my case, I had a picture. I'm going to click on Halloween. And you can do a couple of different things. What I'm going to do is up here at the top, you see there's a little pencil icon. I'm going to click on that pencil icon. And I'm going to choose a nice bright color. Okay, I'm going to choose, in my case, orange. And you can't see it very well because the line isn't very thick. It's very thin. It's just like if you drew it with a pencil. But next to that pencil, I can choose how thick I want that line. So now, if I choose, instead of 1, I choose 16, now you can really see that orange line going around my Halloween picture. So I'm telling myself, this is the one. This is the holiday I'm picking. So I want you to look at your brainstorming page. I want you to find the holiday that you picked, and we're going to do the same thing. You're going to click on it. You're going to find this pencil icon. And remember, if you can't see it, they don't always show up. Look over here on the right side. See if you can find those 3 dots. If you click on those 3 dots, you'll have more options. So we're going to find the pencil icon. We're going to click on it and pick a nice bright color. You don't want to pick a dark color. And then after you pick
What, 3
color,
dots?
if you don't see the pencil icon, then you look for the 3 dots. If you can see the pencil icon, you're okay. So you're going to click on it. Click on the pencil icon and pick a nice bright color, one that you see right away. So blue, orange, yellow, green, whatever color you want to use, so long as it's nice and bright. And after you do that, you're going to click on the lines next to it and then click something down here, 16 or 24. That way it puts a nice, thick, bright line around your choice. You're going to make your choice. Which holiday are you going to write about? Jadine.
Whenever you're writing, in the writing, can you put pictures of it? Like
When you
in the
actually do the
writing?
writing, no. When we actually do the writing, we're going to practice not just using pictures. We want to be able to explain to people. We want them to be able to understand us even if they can't see the pictures. But that is a very good question. So when we actually get to our writing, no, we're just going to be using words. Okay, but go ahead and pick your holiday, whichever one you want to write about. And again, pick a holiday that you actually celebrate, you do something for. It's not just a regular day, it's a special day. And number 2, pick a holiday that you like. Not one that's just kind of like, it's okay. One that's your favorite. So Jada, did you use pictures or did you use shapes or what did you use? Okay, so I'm going to show you again on my Halloween one, okay? So I'm going to click on my Halloween picture because that's the one that's special to me. That's my favorite. I'm going to click on it. And you see how I have the little blue squares around it? Okay. I'm going to come up here and I'm going to find my pencil color or my pencil tool. It says border color. I'm going to click on that and click a nice bright color. Okay? Yellow, orange, green, pink, whatever. Just a nice bright color. I'm going to click on orange. And it puts a little teeny tiny itty bitty orange border around it. But I don't want it to be little teeny tiny itty bitty. So I'm going to click on the Halloween picture. And next to that pencil, I see this one. It says border weight. And if you notice, it's got like a really thick line and then thinner and thinner lines underneath it. Looks like it's got a bunch of lines going this way. I'm going to click on it. And instead of leaving it at 1 or 2, I'm going to go down here to 16 or to 24. So it puts a really thick orange line around it. And that way I know which one I picked. And that way anybody who sees this wouldn't be confused and go, I wonder which holiday Mr. Romero likes. They would see the one picture with that big bright border around it and go, I know which one he chose. Okay? We are going to write about the favorite holiday, Alexa, but remember, we're going through the steps of the process. So this is just the first step. Okay, Jada, if you don't see the pencil, when you click on the picture, look for, it'll be over here on like on the right side. It'll have 3 dots. 3 dots. If you see that, click on it, and then it will show you the pencil. Okay? So Messiah, same thing. We're going to be writing, we are going to be working on this prompt, but right now we're going step by step. So brainstorming is the first one. We have to make our choice. What are we going to write about? We can't start writing until we've made that choice. How do you put the border around it, Alexa? Okay, I'll show you with a different picture, okay? That way you can see it a little bit better. Okay, so I'm gonna pick Dia de los Muertos this time. So I'm gonna click on the picture. I'm gonna find my pencil tool. Or again, if I can't, I'm gonna look for those 3 dots. I'm gonna click on the pencil tool and I'm gonna pick a nice bright color. Again, orange, yellow, blue, pink, something like that. Okay? I'm gonna use green this time. Then right next to the pencil tool, I'm gonna click on that and I'm gonna make the line thicker. I don't want it to be a little skinny, teeny tiny green line. I want it to be a big, bright green line so I know which picture I'm using. I know which holiday I chose.
Okay, thank you.
No problem. Okay, Nikai.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, Nikai. See you later. So now we have our choice. We know which holiday we're going to write about. Now, Kylie, earlier you were telling me, and Christopher, you were telling me too, you were already talking about a specific holiday. And you were saying, oh, I really like this holiday because of this, because of that. You were already telling me things that make it special to you. Okay? That's exactly what the next step is. Now that I know what holiday I'm talking about, now that I'm not wondering anymore, oh, am I going to write about 4th of July? Am I going to write about Christmas? Am I going to write about Easter? Now that I know and that I made my choice, now I can start thinking of my ideas. Okay? Kind of, Jadine. What we're going to do now is that second step. We're going to start our planning. Okay? I'm going to show you how to do that. Up here in the top left corner, right underneath that yellow rectangle. Okay, if you don't see the pencil, Alexa, find the 3 dots. It's going to be on the right side. Right underneath this yellow rectangle, there's a button that has a plus sign on it. It says New Slide. I'm going to click it. And it's going to give me a blank page to work with. Okay? Now this time, I am going to use shapes. Okay? You can use rectangles, you can use circles, whichever one you want to work with. Okay? The ones that I think work best for this is to use the ovals. Because I think you can fit more of them, and I think that if you have to squeeze them closer together, it's a little bit easier to do that. Okay? So we're going to start putting ovals, and in every oval, I'm going to put something that makes that holiday special to me. So you guys mentioned earlier, I know Kylie and Christopher, you were talking about Christmas. And you said, oh, with Christmas, like we do this. Or with Christmas, I think about this. You're going to start writing those down. And everything that makes Christmas special is going to get its own circle. Okay? Now, in my case, I'm not going to write about what makes Christmas special because I chose Halloween. So I'm going to write in my circles what makes Halloween special. All right? So just like with the brainstorming, I want you to start doing that. I'm going to write one idea in here. So I could talk about decorations. That gets one circle. And then I think of something else that makes Halloween special to me. I'm going to put another oval and write whatever that new idea is. And again, I'm going to make as many as I can. And if I need to, I can put my ovals really close together. I can kind of squish them down a little bit. Whatever I need to do to make them fit. Okay, so I'm going to give you all some time to do that right now. Think of as many things that make that holiday special to you as you can. Yeah, circles will work great, Chase. So we're going to leave our plan page just like this. And tomorrow I'm going to show you how are we going to clean it up and how are we going to make our plan, or how are we going to set up our plan to start our writing. The pictures we don't have to. Remember, Chase, brainstorming can be messy. It's fine if it is. Brainstorming is just getting all of our ideas out of our head. And sometimes it's a little messy. But when I start writing, I don't want my writing to be messy. I want my writing to be organized and neat. And I want people to understand me. Okay? So once you have your ideas of what does that holiday make you think of, and you have them on this page, that's where we're going to stop for today. Then we're going to switch over to something else.